Okay, so hello YouTube. My name is Yasmin, I'm 20 years old. I live in São Paulo, and today we'll talk about language learning. So, Leandro, can you introduce yourself for us?
Okay, I can. My name is Leandro Correa. I'm 38 years old. I'm married. I have two kids. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. And I'm here because I need to improve my listening, my speaking English. That's it.
Very good. Nice to meet you, Leandro. And what about you, Victoria?
Hello, my name is Victoria. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Goiânia, Goiás. And today I'm here because once I watched the meetings as a participator, but today I'm going to train because I'll be a facilitator, a tech facilitator. So I'm here to learn more with Yasmin.
Yeah, very good. So welcome aboard.
Thanks.
And what about you, Nondas?
Hello, I'm Nondas. I'm from Brasilia, 28 years old. I've been here in Tinti since December last year. I wanna become a host here. Let me see what else. I love to listen music and to learn new things and special English. Yeah, that's all.
Very good. So let's start with the first question. Why have you decided to learn a new language? Like I decided to learn because of pop music. I love pop music, so I wanted to know what they were singing, and because of that, I wanted to learn English. And what about you, Victoria?
For me, is a similar reason. I wanted to know and to sing and be able to understand what my favorite songs were saying. And I have two older sisters who, in the time they were learning English too, and like I'm the youngest, I wasn't able to understand what they were saying. They were speaking between themselves in English, and I said, "Oh my God, I gotta know what they're saying," and I started my interest there. It was a long way to really understand what was going on, but it was the start for me.
Very good. So like your sisters influence you.
Yeah.
And what about you, Nondas?
Well, I started to learn English because of the information. I wanted to have more information, have more access in special books, and we can search for a lot of books on the internet, but in my area, it's very hard to find good books, and the science language is English. So I started to learn English because of my profession and the science. But now, because I during the process, I want to meet more people and to talk more and to have more connections. And yeah, I've been here because of that.
Yeah, it's crazy because we have so much information in English, and like you think that you have nothing in Portuguese when you see how many information we have in English. So it's really difficult. And what about you, Leandro?
Okay. In my case, my work. I need to get a new job. I need to change my job. Last year I finished my college in network computer. Network computer. So I speak English is very important in my area. So I decided last year to start learning speak English.
Very good. It's nice to see how English gives you so many opportunities, like
Yeah.
change your life. And the next question is really about this. So I will start with you, Leandro. What changed in your life after learning a new language?
In my case, I still in process learning. I don't speak very well. I think I need to learn a lot. So change is, of course, today I can understand anything, a movie, I understand anything, music, but in my case, I think in future, yes, I change a lot. I can apply opportunity in new job. I can to make something. But now, I think while uh, listen music, movie, I think yes.
Yeah, so some things changed in your life. Like now you can watch a movie, right? Like you are talking here with us, so your English is very good. Don't say that your English is bad or something like this.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think that changes like in the same way. Now I work with this and now I can understand people, like Nonda said, I can find more information. And what about you, Nondas? What changed?
A lot of things. For example, I meet people, a lot of people, amazing people because of the English, for example, in TNT. So I made a lot of friends and customers here. So it's very nice to talk another language, and I feel good. I feel like a superhero because I understand something that some people can't understand yet. So it's very interesting. I improved my self-esteem, my confidence, and it's so nice. And information, my desire was to get more information, and now I can, for example, read books that we don't have in Brazil, and I can read because I know the language. And yeah, but my confidence is the biggest, my self-esteem about the language. So it's very powerful for me.
Yeah, very good. You said about like to feel like a superhero. And sometimes I feel this way participating here on the meetings because sometimes I don't know about the topic, but I can talk about this, so it's amazing. And what about you, Victoria?
I'm gonna start with the basic. One of the first things that changed my life, it was that I was able to understand some YouTube channels that I was really into in English subtitles or even without subtitles. And I was very happy because it was a physics and a science channel that the most times didn't have Portuguese subtitles. And the first times that I got some small words and, oh my God, I understand this phrase. Oh my God, the sentence, I understand this new word. And it was like, oh, brainstorming for me. I was really, really happy. And today, one of the biggest changes is because of work, because I'm in the IT area. So there are so many opportunities in our other countries with other people. And I'm still learning English. I still improving my English, and I try to talk with as many people as possible so I can see these opportunities. And someday I pretend to work abroad. And here in Talk and Talk, like Nonda said, it really helps with my confidence. It really helps with my own self-esteem that I can communicate with other people, other companies, and people from all over the world, not only American people or English people, but people, I don't know, from Japan, from India, and people who are not native in English. Most of the world speaks English, so it's very, very, very nice to speak with all these people and know a lot different cultures.
Very good. And you said something really interesting, that it's about when we are beginners and we understand like a new word, we feel very happy. But I feel that when we are in an advanced level, we don't celebrate in the same way. Like,
It's true.
okay, I understand one word. No, we want to understand everything to celebrate, right?
And sometimes we are frustrated because we don't understand a set of things, a big thing, but we all learn like in process, in little process, like when we're learning a word, you gotta celebrate it because it's another language. It's not your mother language. It's very cool, and you have to be nice to yourself and to embrace the process.
Yeah, that's true. So let's start with you, Victoria. For you, what was the biggest barrier to start?
The biggest barrier, I don't know. I think it was the language itself, because when you learn anything new, is very difficult in the beginning, very difficult, because you have no knowledge at all. You have no, I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to answer this, but I think no knowledge and lack of people to support, a lack of community, and that's it.
Yeah, very good. I think like not a barrier to start, but maybe the process, the biggest barrier is something that we are doing now, to speak. So I didn't want to speak because I think that people will judge me or something like this. So what about you, Nondas?
In my case, actually, I had two big barriers. First, my mentality, because in the past, my mind, in my thoughts, I thought so. English is good, English is important, but not now. In the future, maybe 10 years or not now. So I had an experience in the karaoke, and everybody was singing in English, only me singing in Portuguese, and I feel a little shy because of that. So I realized English is important now, and a lot of people already know, and I don't know. So I started, and when I started, the second barrier was the expectations. So I thought English is easier, or I will learn in a easy way, and I will understand soon the things, the music, and so my expectations was the biggest barrier maybe during the process. It's hard. It's hard to learning. I'm learning more than 3 years maybe, and I'm not totally happy about my process, so it's hard.
Yeah, like something that was a barrier to me is that some people start to talk about you, and when you say that you speak in English, they start to make you translate some things, and when you don't know how to translate something, they say, oh my God, you don't know nothing, because you can't say what does it mean. So
That's a really, really good example, Yasmin. It drives me crazy because we become very ashamed when the people asks us, and we don't know how to translate, but it's okay. We don't know everything, but we got, oh my God.
And normally the person don't know nothing about English, but just testing it.
Yeah, very good. And
It's a
what
tough judgment.
yeah, that's it, totally. And you, Leandro?
In my case, the biggest barrier is I have no why I study English, why my goals, why I study English. I need to study English because I wanna to travel. I need to study English. I need to learn English because I wanna to get a new work. Why? I think biggest barrier. If I don't have why, if I don't have go, I is a problem. But if I have okay, today I know I need to study English because I need to study English because I wanna travel, I wanna want new work, I don't know, because the biggest barrier is if I don't have a goal. Yes.
Yeah, very good. I think this is something really important because if you don't have these, you will give up. Yeah, really,
Yeah.
really easily. So let's go to the next one. Become fluent in 3 months. What do you think about it? Is it possible? I think it depends about what fluency is for you. Because you can be fluent in 3 months. Like you can learn how to go to a restaurant and to order your food. This is to be fluent for me. So I think it depends about your perspective too. What do you think, Leandro?
I agree with you. I think it depends. The basic, yes, I can, but fluently, I think impossible. Fluently in 3 months. In my opinion, is complicated because the vocabulary is big. So 3 months. If I can, if I have, if I wanna to travel, if I wanna to ask and thing in the place, okay, but fluently, I think very complicated. Uh, a little bit time.
Maybe like to learn in specific vocabulary in 3 months. So what do you think? No, this is it possible?
It's like you said, depend of the perception about fluent. So if you want to know about one specific area, and maybe you can, but if you want to, I don't know, but to live in a foreign country without people to help you, just you, and you need to talk this language, I don't think so. Maybe if you are a genius, maybe, but a normal person, for me, it's a bullshit.
Yeah, and like because we have other things to do. We can't study just English. We need to work, like to study other things. So what about you, Victoria?
To be honest, I really don't believe it. I think this kind of promise is a marketing play to take people and buy their courses and buy their material, because to become fluent in a language, it's quite really complex. You didn't learn Portuguese in 3 months. Okay, you were a child, although, but to become fluent for me is like you're able to speak, you're able to transmit your message, you are able to listen what the other person is saying, you are able to read and write. And so other than the vocabulary that's very, very big, I think it's hard to become fluent in 3 months, because language is something alive, and there's a point where you study and okay, I am able to communicate myself, but you will always be learning. It doesn't stop. Okay, in 3 months I learned everything. That's not real in anything in your life. You can learn something and say, okay, this is it, I'm very good. You always have to be learning and listening and changing and talking to other people to learn new things and trade information. So I don't believe it, but I think in 3 months, if you're, I don't know, 24/7 dedicated to do it, that is very hard because we have to live, we have to work, we have to study other things. But if you're dedicated very, very hard, you're able to understand, but not fluency.
Yeah, very good. You said something really interesting that you can't promise this to someone because you don't know if this person will do like all the activities, if this person will listen to things in this language. So
yeah, and also because people have different type of learning processes. And some people, they better be speaking, some people prefer to read, some people prefer to listen, to write, and it's very difficult when you promise a bunch of people that I don't know what type you learn the best, but I promise in 3 months you'll be fluent with my method, my English method. I think it's not real. It's just to sell things.
yeah, very good. I totally agree with you. So I think we can go to the next one. Which learning strategy helped you most in your language journey? So I will share with you something that I started to do to speak. So I recorded some videos talking about some topic or like send some audios to myself, like on WhatsApp. And I did this every day to make more, to feel more confident, you know. And then when I felt in this way, I started to make part of conversations here. So what about you, Nondas?
I always try this strategy, but it doesn't work for me. I tried a lot of strategies, for example, TV shows or online course, but it doesn't work for me. So I try I tried a lot of strategies, a lot of methods, and it's important to try. It's important to try different methods to learn. And this is one good strategy. And work better for me, read. I love to read in Portuguese, and I try to do the things that it's usual in Portuguese in my normal life, and I try to add in English. For example, I love to read, so I started to read in English. I love to listen podcasts, and I started to listen podcasts in English. TV shows didn't work for me, but short videos on YouTube, it's very well for me. So it worked in a good way, and I try to include these topics, these actions in my daily life. So it's very good. And of course, TNT for me is the biggest strategy that I tried and work in my case, because here I don't mind if I make a mistake. I don't mind if sometimes my English is not good in this day, and okay, I feel good. I try to do my best, and okay, I feel comfortable here. And it's important to feel comfortable. It's important to feel confident to talk and to have outputs. So in the past, I had a lot of inputs, but I didn't have outputs, and now I have this. So this is a biggest strategy for me nowadays.
Very good. You said about like podcasts. Can you recommend one podcast for us?
Oh, normally I listen to podcasts from Emma Chamberlain. I really love it, and random topics, and I love this kind of crazy thing. So it's good for me. And TED Talks, I think the name of the podcast. It's good, but my favorite is Emma Chamberlain. Anything goes. If I'm not mistaken, Anything goes. The name of the podcast. I listen to this podcast every single day.
Oh, very good, very good. And what about you, Leandro?
Uh, I guess I need to have a consistency. Consistency. In my case, I need to study every day. I study 7 days per week, for example. Consistency is a word. Okay, I study uh, 20 minutes for day. I study 5 minutes per day, but in my case, consistency. I need to study every day. I need to study every day, watch a movie, not that sad, what movie, listening, study every day. Study every day uh, is 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 good for me because
Yeah,
I forgot the word very fast. If I need to see every day. I need to look every day. This new word, to learn this new word every day is a consistency
yeah.
my case.
Yeah, and there is a research that talks about this, that you need to see the same word like almost 20 times to memorize this word, to really learn about how to use this. So, and I think this is a good strategy and something that everyone needs to do, to like to have contact with the language every day and like every single time if it's possible. And what about you, Victoria?
Well, I tried a bunch different approaches. One of them was watching YouTube videos with subtitles and movies, because when I see what's written and the person speaks, I am able to, even if I don't understand the speaking, I can read and I know, oh, okay, the pronunciation is like that. So it's easy to catch. And the other thing is, in my university library, there was some bilingual books, some literature books, where it was a page in Portuguese and the other page is writing English. So uh, it was really nice, and not fast. It was a slow way to read the book, but it wasn't okay, I'm gonna read this all book. I was trying to understand. I tried to read in English, and when I didn't understand, it was like a translation at the same way, at the same time. It was very nice. And my speaking, it was one of the last that I learned, because I was very ashamed to speak in English and to mistake the pronunciation. So what helped me, it was because I entered the platform of Couchsurfing. I don't know if you guys know, but is an online platform for tourists from all over the world. And I spoke in English with people that were non-native, because this way I knew their pronunciation wasn't perfect either, but they were okay with me mispronouncing the things. I didn't speak very well. And we were trading information and we were speaking, and like we do now in Talk and Talk. It's a really, really nice place to learn, but I didn't know Talk and Talk. So it helped me a lot. And the writing part, because I started writing my groceries list in English, I wrote a to-do list, and I kept a small diary where I could write more complex sentences.
Oh, very good. So you said about the to-do list and the
Yeah.
diary. So I want to know, do you have a learning language routine?
Well, I was studying French last year, and I made my personal routine. It was really nice, but it's hard when you're learning by yourself, because I learned with Instagram, I learned with YouTube, and I try to keep every day. Like Nanda said, I listened a podcast, but it was a really podcast, so I can learn and listen the words. I podcast and I try to write simple sentences like, okay, in French or English, any language. Today is Monday. My name is Victoria. I am a developer. These simple sentences where I can learn more vocabulary, and the main verb, like verb to be, to go, to live, to like, and try to be in contact, like Leandro said. We have every day we have to listen or to see or to be in touch with the language, because at least for me too, Leandro, if I'm not in touch with the language every day, my brain just that I forget really fast. So at least 5 minutes I have to see, I have to live, I have to listen. And you have to have a goal, because if you don't have a goal, it has no meaning what you're doing, and you lose interested, because in the beginning you do it because, okay, I want to learn, but then it becomes harder because oh my god, I can't understand things, and you have to be consistent, because otherwise you'll just give up in the middle of the way.
Yeah, very good. Like, I don't know if I have a learning language routine, but every day, 9 a.m., I'm here to practice English. And something that I love to do is
That's a
before I go to
routine,
bed.
Yasmin.
Yeah. So, and like before I go to bed, I like to listen to a song and try to sing, you know. So I love these. I try to learn like some new expressions. So yeah, maybe it's a routine, but it's not something that I do every day. So, and what about you, Leandro?
Number.
Yeah, is if do you have a language routine? Number 6.
Okay, I think I answered the question, but am I yeah, I try study every day. I don't have routine. I don't have routine. But I know I need to study every day. I don't know if will in the morning of in the night in the afternoon. No, I don't know. But in my mind, I know I need to study every day. I don't know, but my routine is study every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, but I need to study every day.
Yeah, and it's really important that you value like 5 minutes, because some people think, oh my God, I just have 5 minutes, so I don't have time to learn something new.
It's my case.
Mm,
It's my case.
yeah. And what about you, Nondas?
Yes, I have. I have a routine, and not just about English, but my life. And I try to fit English into this routine. So every single day, as Leandro said, it's very important to practice every single day. And I start my day doing Duolingo, my favorite app. And when I go to the gym at morning, normally I listen to a podcast or a part of the podcast. Um, During the mornings, I'm here in TNT every single day to speak, to read, to have fun. Um, let me see, during the afternoon, I try to watch at least one short video in English on YouTube. It's important. And during the nights, I have a diary too, and I try to write in English. I started to write in Portuguese, so I changed for English to fit English in my routine. And let me see. Before to sleep, I try to read some book, and normally I read in English. This is my challenge, to read more books in English, and I fit this in the night. And yeah, this is my routine.
Yeah, it's really a challenge for me to read in English because I don't have this habit like in Portuguese, so it's really difficult to acquire this habit in English. So, how do you handle with people that make fun of your English? I don't handle, just that I don't handle. I think if this person is making fun of something that I'm doing, is because they are not able to do the same thing, maybe. How do you handle this?
I am the same page of you. Yes, because normally I don't have a lot of friends, for example. So normally my friends doesn't make fun of my English. Normally my friends are proud of my English, and when someone make fun of my learning of my English, I don't render. I just listen, and I try to ignore this, and I keep my my learning. So it's not, I don't mind about this. It's not bother me.
Very good. And you, Victoria?
Yeah, I don't really care because it tells more about me than the person who it tells more about the person who is saying anything about my English or anything that I'm learning than myself, because this person has been very ignorant, and no one was born knowing everything, and that's okay. Today, now I know, and I'm confident about the learning process. I don't know everything, I make mistakes, and I know that's okay. The same way I'm learning this English, the person can be fluent, but the person is learning other things that I may be fluent in, and the person doesn't. So that's okay, everybody learns, and I just really don't care because of this ignorant comment.
Very good. And you, Leandro, how do you handle with this?
Thank God, never happened with me, but I ignored the person. I think if I learning another language, I'm gonna make mistake. I'm gonna speak wrong. I'm learning. I'm in learning process. So if you it's not important for me uh, uh, if you handle se você tirar sarro do que eu estou fazendo, né, do que eu estou aprendendo, in my case, I'm gonna ignore the person, no problem.
Very good, very good. So let's go to the last one. So what advice would you give to someone who wants to get started?
Yasmin, can I just make a comment about the other question?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I think when we're learning English or any new language, we are all very ashamed of misspeaking and people making fun of us. We're very ashamed and fear of that. But in reality, it almost doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. With me, it never happened. And I think I don't know with you guys, but I think it's very, very rare to someone make fun of something, because they learn too, and it's very awesome Like Nanda said, my friends too, they are very proud of speaking English. It's very nice, it's very different. And we have to take this shame of misspeaking because it's normal to learn. And most people will find it that's very nice and they won't know if you're speaking something wrong.
Yeah, like sometimes it's things that comes to our mind, but it's not the reality. But like it happens, but maybe like just in their minds, you know, in the mind of the person. But like I went through a situation that a friend of mine was making fun about my English, but was making fun in a way that they think that I was not understanding what they were saying, you know. Like they started to talk in English, knowing that I know English, but like they started to talk like, oh, you don't understand, you are not understanding. So no, so just because I can't translate one word and they started to do this, you know. So welcome back, everyone. So Henrique, how was the conversation?
It was pretty good. We had a pretty good chat with Rosalia, Shayla, and Alvaro. Shayla was cut out in the last question, but it was a nice chat. We managed to go to the sixth question, and it was good because I think we have different backgrounds and different histories, but at the same time, I think we're very aligned in our answers and what we think. So it was a good chat.
Very good. So I have a question for you. How do you handle with people that make fun of your English?
I kind of don't care in the first place because I understand that in order to speak well, I need to speak, whether if I'm speaking like the right way or not. So I uh, tend to not like think about that. But in a case where I need to say something, the first thing I'm gonna say is like, I'm speaking to you later. This is why you speak to me once. So why you even try to make fun of me in the first place? So, but this is something that I tend to not do because I don't want to bring any more conflict to my life. But yes, I just don't care. I just know what I have to do and just like move forward.
Yeah, very good. We don't need to handle with them, right? So
Yeah.
Shayla, I want to know if do you think is it possible to become fluent in 3 months?
A hard question because it depends, as I said in the group, it depends on who said this. If you're talking about school, it's a lie. If you talk about your own effort, I think this is possible because fluency it's not about perfection. It's not about know every word of the language. It's about communication. And if you have, if you can understand what another person said and talk with this person and leave your message, I think it is fluence. I think about it. I think we place heavy demands on yourselves. It's wrong. It's a wrong way. We have to be more nice with us and enjoy the process and search for give your message for another and understand another person. It is fluence, actually.
Yeah, very good. We were talking that if you are able to go to a restaurant and to order your own food, this means fluency too. So let's go. Edson, what advice would you give to someone who wants to get started?
What's the question?
What advice would you give to someone who wants to get started?
Neither question.
Oh, it's the last one.
Last question 1.
The last one. 12.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, start study and practicing at the same time. I believe we should understand why I'm studying English, what purpose. It's important to imagine what benefits I will have by speaking a new language. That's it.
Very good. And now I want to know about Charles. What advice would you give to someone?
I start participate the meeting in TNT. Yes, Felipe, give me for this ad, okay? For yes, only this. Start talk. Start making immersions. I think when you start talk, maybe it's provoke you to learn other things. I think we do wrong because we start study the boring parts, verbs and grammar. And I think when you start talk, we discover a lot of things, and we can listen the other guy talk some word, and we can copy. For me, work well, but I don't know English well, so I don't think I'm not high qualified for give advice. That's it.
Oh, but it was a good advice. And let's go to one more question. Atamis, which learning strategy helped you most in your language journey?
Having short-term plans. Like I want to use my English today, tomorrow, this week. Not like, oh, maybe I want to travel one day and this doesn't work for me. I have to learn, like, I have to go to the supermarket. I will make a list and all in English what I want, so I will learn. And I go to the supermarket. I have to know how to say dog food. I didn't know how to say dog food in English. I thought, oh my God, how to say dog food. It was so easy. But like short-term plans, like I want to gossip with my husband tonight. So how to say bad things about my boss? That's what my strategy is. And it worked. It's working because I don't forget. I forget later, but at the time I can explain or say what I want to say. And yeah, for me, it works.
Very good. So someone wants to add something, wants to share your learning strategies? No one wants to share?
And another thing, sorry. If you don't have a plan, like I have opportunity to go to the supermarket and speak English because I live in England, but if you are in Brazil, many people are, so you just come to TNT and choose the subject you want. So now today I want to go, I am talking about learn language. Tomorrow there's something that interests me, and it's the same thing. You have the opportunity the same way. So you can choose like 80 meetings a week. So a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, very good. Very good. So guys, I'm sharing with you the link of the feedback. So please go there and tell me what do you think about this subject. If you want to suggest a topic, you can put there too. So I want to thank you all for this amazing morning. I hope you will have a great week, and I hope to see you on the next meeting. So thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Have a
you,
good
Yas.
week.